parts of the exam.
Both of them, alright. So you have exam in September. Exam in
Exactly.
September. Alright, so now I'll give you some links and we'll go through it. So first is this one. So some of them you can check at home. So here you can check general information about the exam, how many scores you can get. If you want to receive a level B2, you need to get about 800 scores. Just a second. Here, it's here. So I've sent you the pictures. Here you can see the amount of the scores and the level. So if you told me that you need...
Sorry, could you repeat?
I've sent you the picture. It's written on the left the amount of the scores that you should get and the equivalent in the European framework of English levels. So you told me that you need to pass this exam on the level B2. It means that you need to gain about 800 minimum scores in this exam. The maximum scores is 999, so you need to pass it for 800 out of 899. Alright, next is this website.
Okay.
So here you can see some materials that we can use to preparation to this exam. If you scroll down, you'll see it's written what is the TOEIC test like, and it has two parts. First, listening and reading text, second, speaking and writing. And below you can see the same scores. So if you push on the link listening and reading test,
yes,
you can see that there are two parts. First, listening, second, reading. Each part has 100 questions. Each part consists of 4 parts. So in listening we have 20 photo questions, in part 2 question response 30 questions, in the next part short conversation, in the next part short talks. And in reading the same, incomplete sentences 40 questions, error recognition 20 questions, reading comprehension 40 questions, and double passages. So if you push on the first part in listening, part 1, photos, 20 questions, let's open it.
Yes.
Here you can see picture. You see the task, like listen to 4 statements about each photo on the screen. Click on the letter of the best description of the photo, like A, B, C, or D. So, and then you push the answer that you want, like A or B, and then you push next. So that's what we can do. So we can do it step by step, and listening part 1, 2, 3, 4, and then reading. And the same we'll do with speaking and writing. So what other materials can we use? This is another website. Let's open it.
Okay, give me a second. Yes.
So it's a website, it is global. On the left you can see that content like test preparation, TOEIC tests, TOEIC sample tests, and here is opened the part speaking test. So here you can see that we have questions like read the text aloud. Below you can push the button continue to question 3 below the text. So you push this button and you see the
sorry,
yes.
I'm lost. I click in the TOEIC speaking and writing test.
I'll share you my screen. Can you see my screen? I have shared you my screen. Can you see it?
No.
You should open Skype on all your window.
Yes, yes, yes. Perfect, perfect. Yes.
Alright, so I've sent you the link. It's here. So when you open it, you see this, like speaking test. On the left, you have different parts, so you can open it at home, check it all, so like tests and preparation, TOEIC tests. So now we have opened speaking test, and the first task is to read the text aloud. When we go to the next question, here we see a picture and we should describe a picture. Next question. Respond to questions. So there are some questions, you need to respond to them. On the exam, all your words will be recorded. Then next question, 7 to 9. Respond to questions using information provided. So you have an information here, like for example, starting and managing your own business. And 3 questions. According to this task, like how much does conference attendance cost, or could you give me information about the activities in the morning before lunchtime? Next question. Propose a solution. So in this part you'll be presented with a problem and asked to propose a solution. You have 30 seconds to prepare, then you have 30 seconds to speak. So here is a problem, and you need to answer the questions. Show that you recognize the problem, propose a way of dealing with the problem. Next question is expressing your opinion on the question, like some people prefer to take a job that doesn't pay well but does provide a lot of time off from work. What's your opinion about taking a job with a low salary that has a lot of vacation time? Give reasons for your opinion. So you need to speak up to 60 seconds, so 1 minute. Next, we go to the writing test. Here we have questions 1 to 5, like write a sentence based on the picture, so it's the same as we had here. Writing. Here, the same. So here we had, not the same questions, but the same part. So we have different questions. You need to write sentence, and you need to respond to written request. Then you need to write an opinion essay. You need to write whether your opinion is supported with reasons. It should be examples of the grammar, vocabulary, and organization. And here is a statement. Next. So that's all, and we're back to the speaking test. Here the same, we can open listening and reading part, and from the same website we can do listening and reading part. So we'll listen to the statements, like you push here, then you put on the play.
Listening test. In the listening test, you will be asked.
So you can listen to it, and then after you can try to answer the question. Like, they are sitting at the table is the best description of the picture, so you should select answer C and mark it on your answer sheet. And so on. So we have picture, this one and this picture. And also I'll send you this list of the words. So at home you can try to learn 10 to 20 new words from this list, because the more words you know, the better results you get, because everything depends only on the information. If you understand everything, you can give correct answers. So here you can see the 3,000 words that you need to know to pass TOEIC good. So here on the left you can see the content. It's written in the alphabetical order, like from A, B, C, D, E, and we see here words and A. abandon, dress, addict. I'm sure that some of the words you already know, so it doesn't mean that you should learn like 3,000 words. Maybe you have to learn only 1,000 or 500 words. So at home you have to go through all these words, write down words that you don't know. Here you can listen to it.
Absorb.
You can read the definition, and if needed, you can copy this word, paste in the dictionary, and see the translation in your own language, like here. And on the lesson, you can make a print screen of the words that you have learned, or you can make some list in, I don't know, Excel, or maybe you can write it on the paper. And at the beginning of our lesson, I will ask you about this word. So I'll ask you like, give me the meaning of the word abrasive, or about the word abuse or academic. You explain me what does it mean in English, and then you give me some sentence, sample sentence. Like, I don't know, accompany, will you accompany me tomorrow? Or
So at the start of all lessons, I will have to read some words
that you learned,
to learn some words.
that you
And
learned at home.
And you will ask to me these words.
Yes, so at home you learn new words. If we have, I don't know, like lessons 3 times a week, it means that we have lessons every 2 days. So you can try to learn, I don't know, maybe, I don't know how much time you have, but try to learn 20 new words every day. It means that in 2 days you have learned 14 new words. And you can make a print screen of the words, or you can just copy it and paste here, like in the list, like this word or this word. And on the lesson, I check the words that you have learned, and I ask you like, what's the meaning of the word accompany? What's the meaning of the word accessory? And you can see if you remember the meaning or not. Oh, so 10 minutes. We check new words. Then 10 minutes we talk about your day. So I will ask you like, what did you do yesterday? What will you do tomorrow? What plans do you have for today? So here you can practice speaking. If you make some mistakes, I'll write it here in our chat. Like if you say must to go, I'll write it, and I'll write here that must go without to. And if you make any other mistakes, I'll type it down here. And then we can take one lesson for speaking, one lesson for writing, one lesson for reading, or we can spend 10 minutes every lesson on speaking, 10 minutes on writing, 10 minutes on reading, so as you want. So now we can try to begin. So tell me about your day. What did you do yesterday, and what plans do you have for today and tomorrow?
Okay, so in 2 hours or 3 hours, I'm going to my city stadium to watch a football
Match?
A football match. Okay, and then I will go home, and probably I will watch some TV series or a movie or something like that.
And what do you plan to do tomorrow?
Tomorrow I think I'm going to rest. I'm going to have lunch with my grandmother and my family, because I'm now in Coruña, but I study in Vigo. So during the week I'm not in my city where I'm from. So I will rest and stay time and spend time with my family.
All right. And what did you do last week? What interesting things have happened to you?
Uh, okay, during the week, I work at mornings and evenings and afternoon. I'm finishing my degree work, my degree job. In Spain, it is a trabajo de fin de grado, o sea, my final job degree, in order to get my titulation. So so I'm preparing the presentation of the degree because in 2 weeks I will present it.
All right. So, and do you remember what was the last movie that you watched and you find it interesting?
Yes, yes. Yesterday I watched a film named called Malavita. No,
What?
I don't know if you do,
Yes,
if you
I
know it.
watched it. So it's a funny movie. So, can you describe me the main plot?
Yes, of course. The movie is about a family who is in a special state because they are part of a plan for uh, for protection. I don't know how to say it. Testigo.
Check
The
in the
testigo.
dictionary.
Okay,
And do you
please.
know how to check how to save words in the dictionary, in Google Dictionary? I can show you.
Okay.
Um,
They
mhm,
were in a special plan for witness protection.
mhm.
So they lived in United States in Brooklyn, but due to the criminalist activities of the father of the family, they had to go to Normandia, and then they have to start a new life. So this is the main idea of the movie.
That's right. All right. So now let's move to our exam. So let's
Okay.
begin with this topic, with this website. Right, I've sent you the link again.
Uh,
Have you opened it?
Please give me a second. Yes.
All right, so let's begin with. No, I think it's better to take, because listening you can do at home. So I'll write it here. Listening, do at home. And next time you can tell me what answers did you have, and how many correct answers did you have, and what questions you made mistakes, and how do you think why you made these mistakes. So now we can begin with speaking.
Okay, but what exam are we talking about?
TOEIC.
No, no. Do you said to me that I have to do listening at home?
Yes.
Okay, but what specifically do you mean when
I've
I
s-
have to do listening at home?
I've sent
What
you
what what exercise?
what I've sent you the link. This link.
Okay. Sorry.
Mhm.
The link now comes now,
Mm.
no before.
All right. So this is what I explained you before. So you have listening, and you have first part, photos and 20 questions. So you
Okay.
open, write it here.
Uh, what part?
Part 1. Part 1.
Okay. Of listening.
Yes, of listening. Part 1 of
Yes.
listening. So you push on the button listen to the audio, you listen to it, and you choose the variant A, B, C, or D. And after you have chosen it, you will see if this answer is correct or incorrect. You can write it down and then you can tell me in which variant, how many correct answers did you get, how many incorrect answers, and then we can listen on the lesson audios where you made mistakes, and we'll try to decide to understand why you made the mistakes, why you understood this listening incorrectly. And on the
Okay.
lesson we can do speaking. So speaking was here. So now open this link, speaking. Have you received the link?
Yes.
Alright, so in the speaking test, candidates are tested on how well they speak the English language. This test includes 11 questions that measure different aspects of their speaking ability. The test lasts for approximately 20 minutes. Below you'll find a sample question from each part of the speaking test. So the first task is read text aloud. So directions. In this part of the text, you'll read aloud the text on the screen. You'll have 45 seconds to prepare, then you'll have 45 seconds to read the text aloud. So now let's read this text, and I'll tell you if you have some mistakes in spelling.
Okay. I have 14 seconds to prepare, or directly
Try to
I
read
do
it.
you want?
Try to read it without preparation.
Okay. If you are shopping, sightseeing, and running around every minute, your vacation can seem like hard work. To avoid vacation stress, come to the Blue Valley Inn on a beautiful Lake Mead. While staying at your inn, you breathe clean country air is as you view spectacular sights. With its spacious rooms, swimming pool, and many outdoor activities, the inn is the perfect place for a vacation you won't forget. The Blue Valley Inn prides itself on the personal attention it provides to every guest. The Blue Valley motto has always been "A happy guest in is our greatest treasure."
Now I read this text and you try to check where our pronunciation is different.
Okay.
If you are shopping, sightseeing, and running around every minute, your vacation can seem like hard work. To avoid vacation stress, come to the Blue Valley Inn on beautiful Lake Mead. While staying at our inn, you'll breathe clean country air as you view spectacular sights. With its spacious rooms, swimming pool, and many outdoor activities, the inn is the perfect place for a vacation you won't forget. The Blue Valley Inn prides itself on the personal attention it provides to every guest. The Blue Valley motto has always been a happy guest in our greatest treasure. Now let's begin to read it again, and while you are reading, I will tell you about your spelling mistakes.
Sorry, I
Now,
will read again.
yes, now read again, and I will tell you about your spelling mistakes.
Okay. If you are shopping, sightseeing, and running around every minute, your vacation can seem like hard work. To avoid vacation stress, come to the Blue Valley.
Come, you pronounce it like com with O, and you should pronounce it like come.
Okay. Come to the Blue Valley Inn.
The same, valley, it's not valley, it's a valley. Blue
Valley.
Valley.
belly. Okay. Co-
Come,
come
come.
to Blue Bailey
Mhm,
in on beautiful Lake Med.
mhm.
While staying at your inn, your
Our.
breath.
It's not your, it's our. At our. Nuestros.
Okay, our inn,
Mhm.
your breathe clean country air as you view spectacular sights.
Mhm.
With its spacious swimming pool,
Rooms. Rooms.
rooms,
Mhm.
swimming pool, and many outdoor activities, the inn is the perfect place for a vacation you
Va-
won't forget.
vacation, the same. It's a letter A. We pronounce it like A. Vacation.
Vacation.
Mhm.
Okay, for a vacation you won't forget. The Bailey,
Mhm.
the Blue Bailey,
Mhm. The Blue
in
Valley. It's not B, it's V. V. Valley. The Blue
the Blue
Valley. Mhm.
Valley
Mhm.
in prides itself on the personal attention.
A.
It provides.
Attention, the same. It's not attention, it's A. Attention.
Okay, the letter A, no, the letter E, E,
A. Sí, la letra
la
A
letra,
puede ser pronunciarle como A y como E.
okay. So in this
In this
attention,
case, it's A. Attention.
attention,
Mhm.
it provides to every guest.
Guest. Mhm.
The Blue Bailey motto has always been a happy guest is our greatest treasure.
The same. It's not a happy, it's A. A. Happy.
A,
A.
a,
A. A.
a,
A.
happy.
A happy guest is our greatest treasure.
Okay,
When you see A, sometimes it can be pronounced like A or O or R. So in most cases it's pronounced like A because in the alphabet it's pronounced like A, B, C, A. So
okay,
happy.
a happy guest.
Not like A, but just A. A. A happy guest.
Okay, a happy guest.
All right, yes, great. So at home you can try to practice reading, like you can copy the text, you can paste it in the dictionary,
Okay,
and you can push the button listening.
If you're
okay,
shopping, sightseeing, and running around every minute, your vacation can seem like hard work.
So you heard that she pronounced like your vacation can seem like hard work, and you can try to repeat after her. And you can do the same. You can take any articles that you are interested in internet, and you can copy and paste and listen how words are being pronounced. Right, now let's go to the next task.
okay,
Question 3. Describe a picture. In this part of the text, you'll describe the picture on your screen in as much detail as you can. You'll have 45 seconds to prepare your response. Then you'll have 45 seconds to speak about the picture. So I count 45 seconds and you try to describe this picture.
okay.
Oh, wait a second. Right, 1, 2, 3, let's start.
Okay, it seems to be a male when people is doing grocery. There are bananas. I can see a man, two womans, and I can see another man touching uh, 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 the right woman, um, and it could be probably her kid, her kid, and there is a lot of fruits,
There are
vegetables,
vegetables. There are a lot of fruit,
vegetables, and I can see I couldn't see so much more
Mhm.
more things.
So yeah, so 45 seconds are gone. So don't forget that it's not bananas, it's bananas with A. And if you
Okay.
say a lot, then you should say there are a lot. So there are a lot, or there is one.
Okay.
Let's try to do it again. So 1, 2, 3, let's begin.
Okay. It seems to be a male. There is people doing grocery. I can see bananas, and I can see a kid with his mom,
Mhm.
and and I can see fruits and vegetables,
Mhm.
and I can and people is a woman, a man, another woman, a kid, and probably people are a woman, a man, a woman, another a kid, and another man.
Mhm.
Um, eh,
Mhm. Say another sentence. One.
I don't know. At the at, at the bottom of the picture,
Mhm.
I can see a place with no sé cómo se dice cristales, cristalera.
Check it in the dictionary.
With glass,
Mhm.
a place with glass, and I can't see more things.
Mhm. So here,
No, I wanted to say bottom
all
font.
right. So don't forget, when you use the word people, you should say are. People are, because it's plural. When you use and, try not to pronounce it like and. It's and, not and, but and. The same with mall. Like if you mean shopping mall, you should pronounce it with O. Mall. It's not mall or mall or something like that, so it's mall. So in this case, A is pronounced like O, mall. Now let's go
But
to,
that I wanted to say was male,
what do you mean male?
as male center, but
What do you mean male center?
without center.
But male, it means
Ah, no,
post.
okay, sorry. Okay.
Es como correo. Email es correo electrónico.
Vale.
Y mall
So,
es centro comercial.
y mercado,
Market.
market, okay.
So the best word here is market, because mall, it's more for shopping mall when we have 4 floors and everything is in glass, everything is so beautiful. So it's a shopping mall, like Court and Glass. So Court and Glass is a shopping mall. And when you buy fruits or vegetables on Saturday or Sunday, it's a market. So here
Okay.
people are buying products on the market. So now let's go to the next questions, 4 to 6.
Okay.
So in this part of the text, you'll answer 3 questions. For each question, begin responding immediately after you hear a beep. No preparation time is provided. You'll have 15 seconds to respond to questions 1 and 2, and 30 seconds to respond to question 3. Imagine that a Canadian marketing firm is doing research in your country. You have agreed to participate in a telephone interview about television viewing. Question. How often do you watch television? Beep. So try to answer without thinking.
Okay, I used to watch television 1 hour or two per day. So I usually watch TV news and maybe some programs which are interested for me,
Which are interesting.
interesting for me,
Interesting and
interesting.
interested. So the first word means interesante, and the second one means interesado, como estoy interesada o estoy interesado en comprar algo. Y the first word it means interesante. Esta película es muy interesante.
Is interesting to me or for me?
For me.
Okay.
And the next question. What kinds of programs do you usually watch? Beep.
As I said in the previous question, I used to watch TV series, but that are interesting for me, and I used to watch
You have no more
TV
time.
news.
So as you have only 15 seconds, try not to spend time on using the phrase like, as I said in the previous question, try to answer directly on the question. So the question is, what kinds of programs do you usually watch? You can answer like, I usually watch such kind of programs as entertaining programs, I don't know, news, cartoons, or some drama. So let's try to answer this question again. What kinds of programs do you usually watch?
I usually watch TV news and TV series that are interesting for me, and I usually do. I'm not usually to watch entertainment programs.
You should say I don't usually watch. So you can't say I'm not usually watch. So you
Okay.
can say I don't usually watch, because when we say some negative to the verb, we use don't. And when we use a negative to the adjective or a noun, we use not. So like don't go, or not interesting, or not a house. So if it's an adjective or a noun, we use not. If it's a verb, we use don't.
Why is not I am not usually watch?
I am not, we can't say I am not watch, because you say it like yo yo no estoy ver. You can
Okay.
say yo no estoy la chica, o yo no estoy en casa. Yo no estoy interesante.
Okay.
Pero si, but if you want to say I don't watch, you say yo no veo, yo no como, yo no hago. So when we use negative in verbs, you don't need to use estoy. So just not and the verb. But in English, you can't say I not watch. I not watch, we can't say. We can't say. Instead of it, we should say I don't watch. So it's like I like, I don't like. So we should use don't in present tense in negatives. And the same verb we use to make questions like do you like or do you want? And we answer no, I don't want.
Okay.
Do you remember it? And the same
Yes.
in past tense. So we have an auxiliary word like did, and we say I didn't go. The question, did you go? And if we answer affirmatively, it's I went. Now let's answer the third question. The third question, you have 30 seconds. Describe your favorite television program. Beep.
Okay. Probably my favorite television program could be Family Guy, because I think they uh, they they are they are uh, they are making a, a critic to United States society, and
Finish your idea.
I think it is great for all societies.
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 Alright, now let's do it again. Again, 30 seconds, and now it should be easier for you to answer this question. So, describe your favorite television program. Beep.
Probably my favorite television program would be Family Guy, because they make a critic for the United States society, and I think it's great for all societies to be uh, criticized, because we can learn a lot of stuff.
You still have 7 seconds. You can add something.
Okay, I don't know. Sorry.
It's better to tell more than less. So if it's written that you have 30 seconds to respond, it's better to not to finish some sentence than to finish before the time. Don't forget the sociedad, we say society.
Society.
Society, yes. Alright, now let's go to the next questions, 7 to 9.
Okay.
Respond the questions using information provided. Directions. In this part of the test, you answer 3 questions based on the information provided. You will have 30 seconds to read the information before the questions begin. For each question, begin responding immediately after you hear a beep. No additional preparation time is provided. You will have 15 seconds to respond to questions 7 and 8 and 30 seconds to respond to question 9. The task. Hello, I'm calling about a conference on the 27th of May, and I saw advertised in the newspaper. It's about starting your own business. I was hoping you could give me some information. And questions. So you have 30 seconds to read information. For each question you have 15 seconds. So I give you these 30 seconds to read the information. You can read it aloud.
Okay. Date 27th May.
Mhm.
Location, Bristol Office Building. Seminars, 9 a.m.
Mhm.
Financing your business.
Financing,
Rome, 2000. Martha,
financing,
sorry?
financing.
Financing.
Mhm.
Financing.
And the
Okay.
same location. It's not location. It's location.
Location.
Mhm.
Location, Bristol Office Building. Seminars, 9 a.m. Financing your business. Room 2010.
200.
Martha Rose.
200.
Okay, 210.
Mhm.
Martha Rose, certificate, public,
Certified.
certified,
Public.
public,
Public.
public accountant.
Accountant. Public.
Eh,
Accountant.
Okay, 11 a.m. How to promote your own business. Rome, 312. Howard Brown, Brown Publisher,
Publishers.
publisher. 11 a.m. Planning for profit. Room 318.
Mhm.
John Phillips Associates.
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 Mhm.
1 p.m. lunch.
Mhm.
2 p.m. sales techniques workshop. Room 246. Helen King, West Side Consultants.
Consultants.
4 p.m.
It's a consultant.
Consultants.
Mhm.
4 p.m. General discussion.
That's right.
Registration fee.
Mhm.
Individuals, $95.
Mhm.
Members of the Business Information Center, $75.
Mhm.
Not include, not include,
Included. Not
included,
included.
included in registration fee.
The same. Not you can pronounce with a. Not. Not included.
Not.
Not included. Alright, so now questions. You have 15 seconds to answer. So let's begin. The first question. Could you tell me what time the conference starts and how long it will last? Beep.
Okay. The conference starts at 9 a.m. and finish at 4 p.m. At 9 a.m. starts with financing your business, and at 4 p.m. Finish with general discussion.
Look, first you need to say finishes because it's a form it, and you didn't answer the question how long it will last. You should say like 4 hours or 6 hours or I don't know 12 hours,
okay.
and you said at what time it begins and at what times it finishes. So you should understand the question correctly. So the question is at what time the conference starts. You answered correctly. The conference starts at 9 a.m. and how long it will last. So you need to count from 9 a.m. till 4 p.m. It's 7 hours.
Okay.
And the general discussion begins at 4 and we don't know when it will end. Maybe it will end at 5. So you can say that it will last approximately 8 hours.
Okay.
From 9 to 5. And you can add that we don't know when the general discussion will be finished. So let's try again. Could you tell me what time the conference starts and how long it will last?
Okay.
Beep.
The conference the conference starts at 9 a.m. The conference begins with financing your business, and it finishes at 4 p.m. with approximately with general discussions.
You are
It
out of
it
time.
will.
You're out of time. You have only 15 seconds. And
Uh,
it will be computer recorded. It means that if you couldn't answer the question during these 15 seconds, you will not receive your score. So try to answer directly on the question. So you don't need to say at what time it finishes. First say that it begins at 9 a.m., then say that it will last 8 hours, and after add because the last general discussion is will be at 4 p.m. and it will last about 1 hour.
okay, so if I answer the question, but I exceed the time, but speaking, but I in the time I completely answer, I
You
will
will
get
not,
an
yes,
score.
you will not get your score because it's the computer will make a record of your answer. So it will record only 15 seconds of your answer, and then the record is stopped. And if you say something, it will not be recorded and the commission cannot hear it. So it's not like you are not telling it to some personal, it will be just recorded on the computer.
Okay, but I mean,
Mhm,
if I exceed the time,
mhm.
I will not get a score.
If you exceed the time, but you during these 15 seconds you have answered the question, you will get score. If you have not answered the question during these 15 minutes, you will not get your score.
But the complete score.
Mhm.
Okay,
So because anyway
so
you can't continue after this 15 seconds, because when these 15 seconds are finished, you will hear the next question, like how much does conference attendance cost, and when you will hear the next question you will stop your speech. You will understand that you have another question. So you will
okay,
hear the question, then you have 15 seconds to answer. You hear the next question, you have 15 seconds to answer. If you haven't answered in 15 seconds, you hear the next question. And anyway, you have to stop. So let's try to do it again. Could you tell
okay.
me what time the conference starts and how long it will last? Beep.
The conference starts at 9 a.m. So, due to the conference finish at 4 p.m., it its duration is approximately 8 hours.
That's right. So now it was perfect. Next question. Next time when you will try to answer this question, try to read it very carefully and answer concrete on the question because you don't have a lot of time. So the next question. How much does conference attendance cost? Beep.
Okay, the conference in the beginning of the conference there is this discussion about financing your business.
You have not answered the question. The time is you've run out of time.
Because I didn't understand
All right,
the
let's check the question. How much does the conference attendance cost? Which words you don't understand?
attendance.
Visit. How quanto cuesta visitar la conferencia?
Ah, okay.
So you can learn and write this word to so attend. It means to visit, and attendance it means a visit. And attend
Okay,
it's a verb. It means to visit. To visit. So let's try again. You need to say that registration fee for individuals is $95 and for members of Business Information Center is $75. So
Okay.
how much does conference attendance cost? Beep.
For individuals, $95, and for members of the Business Information Center, $75.
Theoretically it was right, but try to give the full answers. The full answer. Try not to answer just $95. It's not the answer. They need to hear to your construction of the sentence. So it's better to say
Okay.
that the cost, or you can say to attend the conference costs $95 for individual, and it costs $75 for members of the Business Information Center. Or you can say the registration fee for individuals is $95 and for members of Business Information Center. So anyway, when you're answering the question, you should answer like using the full sentence, not just for individuals 95. The price
Okay.
for individuals is $95. Let's try again. How
Okay.
much does a conference attendance cost? Beep.
For all attendance, individuals cost $95, and for members of the Business Information Center costs $75.
What costs? You had to say the conference because the same, it's not the full answer, and in this case you may not receive your score. Because
okay,
the answer,
sorry.
you should give the full answer. Like, so the question is, how much does a conference attendance cost? You should answer that the conference or attendance costs or registration fee for the conference is. So you should include the word conference, you should include some verb like cost or is or something like that, or they should pay, and the amount and who. So let's try again. How much does the conference attendance cost? Beep.
Okay. For individual attendance, the conference cost $95, and for members of the Business Information Center attendance, the conference cost $75.
Right, but what do you mean attendance at the conference? Attendance is
La
an
visitante.
la visita, and you say attendance the conference, or you should say to attend the conference, or you should say attendance of the conference. So you can't say attendance the conference.
Okay.
It's the same as in Spanish. La visita de la conferencia. Tienes que añadir de. O si dices visitar, visitar la conferencia. No puedes decir
Okay.
visita la conferencia. So here is the same. So you should add this off. So next time we continue with this topic. We'll write it here. Next time, continue. Question 9. Question 9. So at home, make the task listening.
Okay.
So at home, first, learn new words. Second, think what you will say about your day. Third, make listening Fourth, think how you will answer in the speaking part. In the speaking part. So that's it. So thank you very much for today's lesson. I hope you liked everything,
Okay.
and you can.
How many words I have to learn?
It depends on you. I don't know how many words you can learn. Learn as much as you can. Some people can
Okay.
learn only one word a day. Others can learn 20 new words a day. So you can see, you can
Okay.
check yourself. You can try to learn 20 new words a day, and on the next day you can check if you remember these words.
Okay. One more question.
Yes.
How many lessons could be appropriate to prepare the TOEIC exams in these months?
Everything depends on your economical situation. So you should understand that if you have money, we can have lessons every day for 2 hours. If you can't pay so much, you can have 1 hour every week, and all the rest you can try to do at home. So you can just think how much money you can spend on the lessons per month, and then divide this amount on the price of the lesson.
Okay.
Because yeah, I can't tell you that 2 hours every day it will be too much, because you see that we need to practice a lot. We need to practice speaking, and then reading, and then writing, and many parts, and you have to learn 3,000 words, and you have time till September. So we have like 3 months. It's 12 weeks. If you study 12 weeks 12 weeks and for example 6 hours every week, it's just 72 hours. So you can, so I recommend you just to think how much money you can spend on it, and then we can decide how many hours we can make.
Okay.
So thank you very much, and I will be waiting for your answer in Skype or in WhatsApp.
Okay.
Bye.
Perfect.
Bye.
Bye.